Hey, what's up guys? John Will here, 20 years old from Bakersfield, California. And today if you're checking this video out, basically you want to know how to throw down. And honestly, I think that that's one of the most important things that you need to learn. Because a lot of people come in here, and they get the facts down. They do all the research, they get all the information down, the whole 9 yards, and it makes so much sense to them, but then they try to talk to their friend about it, and what happens? Bam, you get all frustrated, it doesn't make sense, you're throwing up all over your friend, you're throwing up all over your prospect, and then your friend doesn't want to do it, and next you know you're mad, you're frustrated, and all that starts happening. So that's kind of what we're here today, you guys, is to basically really, teach you how to throw down and teach you how to present this opportunity to your friends, family, or whoever it may be. And first of all, what I can say about throwing down, what I can say about presenting is the fact that people buy the product. People love the product. People really buy into, what this product does for you. And people really buy into the opportunity and where they can go with it. But most importantly, people are gonna buy into you. People are literally going to buy into you and where you're gonna go with this thing. If your friend or your family member thinks that you're gonna succeed in this concept and they think that you're gonna go make a ton of money or whatever it may be, or you're gonna go get that new BMW, guess what? They're gonna go with you. And that's what I can say is, really present this thing and let people buy into you. And two key points that I really stress on how to basically make people buy into you is, one is be serious about it. Don't just go to your friend and be like, dude, we got these cans and we got all this money and BMWs and Mercedes, and dude, your friend is gonna think that what you're saying makes no sense. You're saying, so come at them and be serious and know exactly what you're talking about. Point number two is, I would say, is confidence. Your confidence has to be through the roof of this opportunity. You have to know exactly where you're going with this thing. And your friends buy into you when they feel like that you're about to go somewhere. And what I can say is, what you really gotta understand is that people follow people who are going places. So be someone who is going places. And what I really, I teach to a lot of people is kind of create that vibe where you're talking to someone like, hey man, this is where I'm at and this is where I'm going. This is where the company's at, and this is where the company's going. I want you to come, I want to do this with you, I want to help you get out of whatever situation you're in, but if you don't see it and you're not gonna come, I'm gonna do it with or without you. And if you kind of create that vibe with the person that you're talking to, they're really, really gonna buy into you and where you're going with this. But, other than that, I think that the hardest thing after, people buying into people is the fact that you just kind of don't know where to go. You don't know where to start. You don't know where to finish. And that's what we're here to talk about today, is kind of teach you how to flow with this thing, how to talk about this thing. So kind of answer these list of questions that we're about to present. And if you answer these questions, you basically just threw down the whole entire opportunity. So first of all, what I can say is the first thing you want to talk about is your background on yourself. What were you doing before Vemma? In my case, it would be, I was playing football in high school. I had that dream to go play D1. I had that dream to go pro. All that. That dream kind of didn't work out. Then I picked up music. And the story goes on about how I was going to run into student loan debt, so I wasn't able to go to that school. So really kind of talk about, what you were doing before you heard about Vemma. After that, you basically want to talk about what was your situation before Vemma. And what I mean by that is, what didn't you like? What didn't you like? Maybe your job, maybe the job market, maybe the economy, maybe student loan debts, maybe it's the unemployment rate. Really go into what you didn't like before you started doing Vemma, your pre-situation before you got introduced to that. And that brings up the next point. Bring up, how were you introduced to Vemma and or the YPR as a vehicle? So really talk to people. In my case, it's, hey, my friend from high school, Inley McCullough, I haven't talked to her in a while. She gave me a call, really asked me if I was looking to make some extra money. And I sat down with her and she started breaking down the concept to me, and then I just got pumped up, excited, and I didn't go to bed till like 8 o'clock in the morning. And kind of, talk to people how you were introduced to it. Maybe you came to a home event. Maybe you met, someone's upline. Maybe it was over a phone call. Really talk to them about how you heard about this opportunity. And then after that, you want to start going into, what is Vemma? And I think this is the biggest thing that people forget to do. A lot of people just start talking about the YPR and how exciting it is. Or people start talking about how much money you can make. But don't forget to talk about the product, because that's really what this thing's about. And really go into depth about the vitamins, the essential minerals, the mangosteen, the aloe vera, and really get people confident in what they're going to consume. And after Vemma, break down what is Verve. You can talk about the Verve Bold, talk about the regular Verve, talk about the sugar-free, talk about the party, talk about all the products on the line and basically the health benefits that you're gonna get from drinking Verve. And after you start talking about the Verve, talk about the credibility. Go into the credibility. What is the credibility? With Dr. Oz, having it on his show. Also with the Phoenix Suns having a Verve lounge in their arena. Everybody wants to do research when they hear about this thing. Just do the research for them and show them the credibility. And after you talk about Verve and the credibility, go into Body, the whole entire weight loss program endorsed by Chris Powell from the Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition. You really, really want to go into that because a lot of customers like to get on Body. Just show them the app, the whole 9 yards. Go into each product and get people basically confident in what they're about to consume. And after you go about all the products, you want to start getting into how does the concept work. And what I mean by that is, really keep it very, very simple. An example that I like to use is basically, look, BK Barreco, he doesn't want to pay, billboards or commercials, or he doesn't want to pay, those YouTube skip in 5 seconds ads. Instead, he's going to pay people that consume the product to word of mouth advertise the product. And a great example I like to use, because this is social network marketing, is I like to use the example of basically how Facebook blew up. I'll be like, man, how'd you hear about Facebook? Oh, I heard about it from a friend. Exactly, and then you told your friends, and they told their friends, and next you know you have this huge network of Facebook users, and Zuckerberg's making billions of dollars. Well, how about you just consume a product, build a network of consumers as big as you want, and build a residual income as big as you want. So you really, really make the concept make sense to them. After that, go into what did the vehicle do to change your situation. Maybe it just got you out of your job. Maybe it got you extra money. Maybe you just got in a brand new car. I know my goal is I wanted to get a new car, so maybe that was something that you did. Maybe you accomplished that goal. Talk about how this thing has changed your situation. And I don't just mean financially, I also mean by, what has this family of the YPR done for you? With the friendships you've developed and all the skills that you've developed, along with this business. It's more than just a business, and go into that, go into the culture, go into all of it. After that, you really want to go into the big picture. We really recommend you to show the Anthony Powell video, which is in the Prezi presentation, but talk about how much money maybe your ambassador leader up's making. Talk about how much money Brad Alkazin's making, or talk to people about the big picture and how big this thing is really about to get, and how Vemma's going to the billions of dollars. You always want to stress, part-time, part-time, part-time cash, part-time cash, part-time cash, but make sure people really understand how big this thing's going to get so they know to take this thing seriously. On top of that, after that, just talk about how to get started. Explain to your friends that, hey man, you want to get started in this concept? Become a consumer. Quit spending money on Red Bull and Rockstar and Monster and Fiber Energy and Gatorade and Powerade and Starbucks and all of that nonsense, and just drink Vemma instead. Become healthier, and then you're going to get a free website, a free back office, and a free app on your phone, and then bam, you have a free business. So explain to people how they get started. After that, go into the 2-pack, go into the Silver Builder Pack, and make sure in the Silver Builder Pack you stress that frenzy bonus and you stress that car program. I know with me, why I got a Builder Pack is because I was so tired of driving my 1996 dark forest green Cadillac, and I wanted to get myself in a brand new BMW. So really stress to people how they can get into a BMW. After that, maybe go into how you get paid a little bit. Go into the direct referral bonus. Also go into residual income and how we're building assets, and we're doing what 3% of America does. You know what I'm saying? So really go into that and what residual income is. After that, go over the numbers really quick. I really recommend people to go over the numbers, because a lot of people are numbers people, and they don't want to just, know like, oh, you make this much money. Well, they want to know, what do I have to do in order to make that much money? So I might break it down. Hey man, this is a 2-team system. You have a right team and you have a left team. Kind of look at it like this. Let's say I got my boy in Bakersfield, he likes the product, he likes the concept, I might put on my right team. I got another friend in LA, he likes the product, he likes the concept, might put on my left team because they don't know each other. And then let's say, it's all a numbers game from there. Let's say 2 get 3, get 4, and so on and so on. You can go into whatever rank you want to go into. I like to kind of go with the gold rank example. About 20 on one team and about 40 on the other is going to be a residual income of about $300 to $600 a month, but would actually get a lot of people out of the part-time jobs. So go over the numbers with them. And then after that, you guys, you really just want to go over the culture, the support, what the team is, what the YPR is all about, and then I say close it and kill it. And I mean, I can't exactly sit here, no one can sit here and tell you how to close it or how to kill it or whatever it is. That's just something that you're gonna learn through experience and doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. And that's what I can say is the only way to get good at throwing down, the only way to get better and better is to practice. Because what Brad Alkazin told me was that practice does not make perfect, practice makes permanent. just don't stress on it. So many new people come in and they're just so stressed on trying to throw down and trying to be the next Alex Morton or the next Patrick Comer or the next Luke Kish. You don't have to do that. Like the girl that enrolled me, Emily McCullough, she always talks about how we don't need another Alex Morton. But we don't need another Luke Kish. All we need is the first you. Just talk to them. Just be real with your friends. Be sincere with your friends. You don't have to throw out crazy quotes or crazy killers or anything like that at all. Just relax, be yourself, and break this opportunity down, and you're gonna kill it. So other than that, you guys, thanks a lot. Vemma, let's do it.